Yo, see this? Y'all see this, right? Mm. I just combed out my hair, by the way. I'm looking proper scruffy. If y'all know me, y'all know I come through with the fresh cut, fresh trim, everything. You guys see this, right? Watch this. So yeah, so far this is how we're looking. Um, I did the foundation, as you can see, you know, but now my aim is right. So you see, when it comes to cutting hair, or whenever your barber cut your hair, you want it to look a specific way. Everyone has their own personal preference. You understand? Some like to change it up. Some like to stick to the same thing. But for me, I work with something that's suitable for my face. You understand? Because like this kind of fade, the normal fade that you guys normally see me cutting is suitable. It suits me. You understand? So me, I don't mind repeating the same thing over and over again. You understand? However, right now, as you can see here, um, so here I didn't go too high, right? I don't want a high fade. I want a mid, I would say a mid taper fade. However, what I'm gonna do here, right? I'm gonna fade this part over here. Let me show you this other side over here. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but like you see from here, I'm gonna fade this whole entire side, fade it up, make sure the fade is nice and blended. You understand? That's why like this right here is basically how you start your foundation. You know, I just like to have it bold, like on the sides or something like that, and then I do the whole thing of like, fading my fade up to the point where it blends in. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anyway, this is where we're at. So let's get to it. Let's continue. Update, right? This is where we're at right now. So as you can see, I've already faded this part here, right? Now I'm gonna use this one guard. It's called the one guard, right? I'm gonna use this one because this one is sharper. This clipper over here, I mean the trimmer, is sharper when it comes to blending the fade. Because right now we already faded it up, right? Cool, mission accomplished. Now we just need to blend, make it blend in so it can look nice and crispy in a sense, right? So I'm going to use this one here. It's called the one guard because as you can see there, one guard. Just put it here like this, right? Light that bad boy up. You know what I mean? And then just basically do this. This is basically what I do. Yeah, there we go. Literally the whole time, repeat it like that. Because this is how you also just, make the fade kind of like make sense in a sense and have no errors whatsoever. If your barber, right, is cutting your hair and there's like a big error here, right here, or something. If I left it like this, guys, if I left it like this and I didn't use this or something, then that would mean that it still needs to be fixed, which means it's an incomplete haircut. Do you understand? It has to make sense. Whatever that you do in life, it has to make sense, right? Cool. So now, this is what I'm gonna do. Just like I said, I'm gonna blend it in. I'm gonna fade this part here with the one guard, as you can see, and then yeah, that will be basically it in terms of like fading the fade, and then I'll transition to the whole thing of like trimming, making the whole entire hairline nice and crispy again. But now when it comes to the hairline, I'm gonna break down something that you guys need to know. You understand? So anyway, let me start. Yeah, let's get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. This is basically what I'll be doing. This is basically what I'll be doing this side and on the other side as well, just to make sure everything is like nice and crispy and also well proportioned in a sense. The haircut has to make sense. If your barber is cutting you and like your hairline is the other way or he didn't really fade it properly, then that means like it's not a complete haircut. It's an incomplete haircut. Do you understand? Like I said, it has to make sense. All right. So let me get back to it. All right. I'm gonna touch base with y'all. Okay, so uh yeah, so we're done with the with the fading as you can see. I'm saying, yeah, and the other side as well, same thing, right? Check it. So now you see this line right here. I am gonna use this clipper because this one is sharp. It's very sharp than the other one. Right? Because this one will just kind of like make the fade make sense as well. Because it's more like a line now, as you can see. I'll show you the other side real quick. Yeah. So we see over here, right here. Boom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically just like that, make it blend in, and then yeah, good to go. All right, let me start real quick. Let's get to it. Yeah. When you tell it what to do, it will do it. When you send it to a certain direction, tell it to go there, do this, go there, do that, go there. It will listen, bro. Never disappoints. Right. So for me, I used to argue with a lot of barbers all the time to the point where I was just like, you know what, man, let me go on YouTube and go teach myself how to do this thing. Obviously, I did mess up, plenty of times. But however, this is why there's these guards, right? Based on the length of your hair, right? Based on the length of your hair, this is why, like, there's these things, these guards over here to basically fix where you made a mistake, to basically make the fade make sense and blend in. You feel what I'm saying? That's why, like, each and every trimmer, each and every hair clipper, they all have these things. They all have these things. So yeah, there's always a solution when it comes to this. If you mess up, cool. Do not panic or something like that. But just put a guard in. You get what I'm saying? And then blend the fade even more. I'm telling you, it will make sense. So this is how we're looking. This is how we're looking right now. This is the finished product right here. Right? All done. Goatee done. Everything properly trimmed and everything like that. One thing about me, I like to look my best. It's very important to do so. I find it very, very important to do so. You gotta look your best. Just for the ways to show, because the ways is basically the aesthetic, right? Of a fresh cut. But yeah, anyway, this is the finished product right here. Basically take the brush as well, brush it up, plus the hair off. The hair that you just cut just now. Um and then you'll notice that as you're brushing, once you just trim down your hair, your waves are gonna show even more. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, this is it, ladies and gents specifically, and ladies. This is it right here. This is the finished product. Fresh trim. Yeah, man. I'm gonna wear my do-rag, put my hair food on, just to maintain the shine and everything. And then I'm gonna wear my do-rag, call it tonight. Hope you enjoy the video, man. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if it was at least like informative. I bet. Cheers.